Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another video. Boozer here. So I actually just had a chance to sit down and digest all this news that was coming in today from Raid and Plarium. So there's some content creators that basically were given some extra special exclusive information, and it's been provided to the community already. And then I just had a chance to digest all of it, and wow, I gotta say some of this stuff is pretty insane. So if you guys have missed out on some of the news today, let me jump in and enlighten some of you guys, I guess. But here we go. All right, some of you guys might have noticed or known I am a Raid subreddit moderator as well. So I do frequent Reddit quite often. That's honestly where I get a lot of my news, obviously Discord and stuff. But you'd be surprised how fast people on Reddit actually catch the news for Plarium. So today has been massive for news. It's a Friday. They're going to tease us for the weekend and all that stuff. And of course, through Labor Day. But basically today they dropped some news about this brand new shard type. This is what it looks like. It's called a Primal Shard. Primal Shard. Get that. So inside of this Primal Shard, it's going to be a higher tier of champion that's going to come out of it. It's going to be higher than it's going to be stronger than legendary champions. Boom, right? Like my mind just exploded. I kind of can't believe it, just because of the other things that are going on in Raid. I mean, how much more difficult can they make this game that they need champions that are even stronger than legendaries? So we'll get into that in a second here. I had a quick look at some of the champions and my mind is blown. So I will be providing some of these Reddit links in the comments in the description below, just so you guys have it all like all in one place. You guys can look at it. But basically I found two threads that were really interesting, had a lot of discussion in them. And then these are the 5 mythical champions. They're called mythical champions, which are above legendary champions that have been released. Siegfried the Nephilim. We'll go over these on the individual pages. But basically they've allowed 5 content creators to release 5 videos on these 5 released champions. We have no idea how many champions there will be. We have no idea how to get them. We have no idea. So we just know that there's a new tier of legendary, a new tier of champion coming, and if these are any example of what they will be, it's actually insane. So the next thread actually leaked out some information here. So actually I think this is very interesting, and I think this is kind of credible actually, just reading some of this. But it says, it's from the Datamine. It says mythical champions are coming. Seems like they will have a base and alt form. That makes sense because it's already on the official Plarium website that for each character there's a description already. So it's not news, right? Like we're gonna have 2 forms of one champion. Skills will need new mythical tomes. Boom. We know that tomes are increasingly scarce resource. I mean, legendary tomes are one of the bottlenecks for lots of players. I'm sure it's a huge moneymaker for Plarium to bottleneck these tomes, because every time you pull a new legendary, if you're not saving your tomes, you're buying your tomes, and then you are spending money. So in this case, you get new mythical tomes. And there's going to be mythical souls as well. So that's going to be probably another layer to Iron Twins. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Iron Twins 25 in the future. Right now it's only Iron Twins 15. We definitely probably will see Iron Twins 25 in the future. And of course we'll probably see Dungeon 25s coming in the future as well. I kind of predicted this in a past video as well, but it's pretty obvious that that's going to happen. So maybe these new champions are required for such high difficulty dungeons. Of course there's going to be another clan boss as well, and maybe it's going to be acquired, who knows. But yeah, that's just some speculation on my part, but seems reasonable. So it says you can pull them from Primal Shards. Boom, right? Like here you go, Primal Shard. And get this guys, drops rare up to mythical. Oh my god, unbelievable, right? Like if I was a massive spender in this game, I would feel like, oh my god, like how much money do I have to spend on this? You add an extra tier of champion, and it's going to probably surpass any champion we have currently, maybe even in a +4 form. We don't know if you can +4 mythical champions yet. I would assume you could +4 mythical champions. We don't know anything about drop rates from Primal Shards. We don't know anything like that. But if you're adding an extra tier, you're probably breaking up the percentages, quite a bit, right? So I don't even know. Maybe the Primal Shard will be similar to like Sacred Shard price, and then maybe they'll just have the chance at Primal. I don't know. But if I'm a whale, I'm rolling my eyes here, right? Like Mythic Tomes, Primal Shards, rolling rares. Oh my lord. Okay, let's see what happens here. You can get Primal Shards if you can collect 100 quartz, similar to the Prism Shard system. So now they have the Prism Shard system, and they have these new Mythic or Primal Shards, and then Primal Quartz. So it's going to be more like resource dilution as well. So maybe they'll allow us to collect, 10 Primal Shards, Primal Quartz here or there. Like, look at this. I collected every single piece of this Prism Crystal. I'm stuck with 70. If I quit tomorrow, I will never have realized the value from these crystals that I collected and worked so hard to get. This is Plarium making it extra hard for people to get maximum value from their resources. For example, I'll show you guys actually more examples. Like, if you guys look at this some of these dungeon rewards, it's freaking sad as heck. What is this? What is this reward, guys? Plarium, please help us. Help us. We are just lowly, non-spending, free-to-play players here. 1 arcane potion, 350 silver, and 1 potion. 1 potion, guys. Look at these sad rewards. And they're going to further give us more sad rewards. Actually, they're going to give us portions of rewards. Unreal. I sometimes it just boggles my mind. But anyways, that's, obviously it's a strategy that's working for them, good for them. But, as a free-to-play player, it definitely will hurt your resource management. And who knows where these Primal Shards, Primal Quartz will come from. Maybe there's a place to farm them. Maybe. That'll be nice. And who knows who knows the drop rates? We don't know. Maybe the drop rates will be really, really low, like 0.5%. Who knows? Looks like Primal Shards will have their own individual increased odds. Okay, that's fine. It's similar to like Prism crystals or shards right now. They're basically making it up as it goes. They're making up like pools of champions. Oh, this pool's good. Let's reduce the odds and let's increase the price. Let's increase the cost of the crystals. It's like a free-for-all. The Prism crystal, actually, it's kind of a nice what is it? It's a metaphor kind of thing, or metaphoric. The Prism crystal is like ever changing, right? There's so many different colors and all that stuff. It's perfect for Plarium because it's like they can just change the pool, change the cost, change the value of them anytime they want. It's actually unbelievable. Actually incredibly smart on their end, but it definitely hurts the player base for sure. But I guess if you're willing to spend money on it, it's probably not too bad value, but it takes away the mercy system. It takes away, and there's no boosted odds for Prism Shards right now, but who knows what's going to happen with these Primal Shards. But yeah, new effects for battle: ignore resistance. I guess that's pretty okay. Not too many people build super high resistance anything anymore, so who knows what this is going to do. Destroy accuracy. That's kind of interesting. It's kind of like reduce accuracy, but if this removes it all, then that's pretty nice too. Of course, this is grain of salt stuff, so we're not going to fully depend on this information, but I feel like it's definitely makes sense, at least in my mind. But yeah, let's jump into what these champions look like. If you guys have never seen any of these champions yet, the artwork is unbelievable. They look awesome. They definitely get your hype up. there's actually a really nice lore section on each of them, which is actually pretty cool to see. Like, but it's like reading a mini novel here. So you get like, I don't know, 20 paragraphs. It's actually pretty cool if you're into it. And here's the metamorphing part of it. So you get a bunch of skills, you get a bunch of actives in one form, and then you can change the form, and then they get a brand new set of skills. Unbelievable. Look at this art though. Look, she's in some kind of, it's like Krang from Ninja Turtles. It looks so cool. That's one champion. Here's the other one. Same idea. They have a set of skills, and then once they transform, they have another set of skills, brand new. This guy looks awesome, by the way. Like, he looks really cool. And they all have they all look like they have unique animations. I like this one actually, but this one actually very cool animation. Boom. You know, one thing that I noticed is that Raid actually, most of their champions, the strong ones, are male characters, and the support are female characters. I was thinking, like, how come they just don't have like a really, really powerful female character, like a damage dealer? Something to think about. That's kind of something that I thought about on my drive the other day. I'm like, huh, similar thing here. Obviously there are some, but not, but overwhelmingly they are male characters. So yeah, this is a dwarf, and then the last one is an orc. But yeah, like, the animation for these look awesome. I don't know if these are going to be the exact animation in game. I assume it will be, but they look insane. They all, like, you're basically battling two champions. Like, the fact that you have another skill kit in one champion, so you have two skill kits in one champion, it gives you twice as many options at team building. It gives you twice as many answers to the opponent, and yeah, it's basically going to be like, instead of arena being 4-on-4, it's going to be like 8-on-8. It's going to make it infinitely more complex depending on how many more of these mythic champions there are. It's going to make it way more complex, which is exciting. You can make some cool teams and so forth. And the fact that we have Hydra accessories now also adds a new element of, you know, customizability for gear sets. So you can have two different gear sets for one champion. So now you can have two champions for one champion. I hope Plarium allows free-to-play low spenders to acquire these champions somehow. I find it will be either like a 6-month grind for the pieces, the primal quartz, to build one of these shards as your reward to get a chance. Maybe 3 months, something like that. It's going to be very difficult considering how much they value prism shards, and the fact that they didn't even give one out for the last prism shard session. They didn't even allow any free ones to be acquired regardless of how much you played. So, you know, with that being said, is it, you know, it's hype because these things look so cool. Does it hurt me? Yeah, it definitely hurts me. Blessings hurt me too, I'm pretty sure. But that was, you know, a couple months ago, right? But as a free-to-play player, it's very difficult to, you know, play PvP at a really high level that I really want to. But of course, you know, obviously I play as high as my account can take me. But with these champions, I fear that level is just going to be well beyond what anything we can see. And unless they introduce something in PvE that is difficult enough that requires these champions, I find these champions just going to be problems in arena as opposed to helpful for the masses in PvE, for example. But anyways, as with all things, gear is super important, as well as your account development, and not just pulling the right champion, of course. I don't know. I mean, if you can, maybe their timeline is a free-to-play player can get one of these booked in 1 year. I don't know. I mean, right now, it takes me 8 months to get a 6-star blessing for one champion. Who knows how long it's going to take me to, you know, get one of these, book them out, and then bless them up. It's going to be pretty tough, guys. But I think as a free-to-play player, we have to be focused on what we can do for our own account, as opposed to looking at the next carrot and being too discouraged or too too discouraged and too off-put by it. I think it's cool to have cool new champions. I think it's cool to have new combinations and new ideas in the game. But we should not be discouraged by this. We should just keep doing what our account allows us to do. And that's kind of it. And enjoy the grind, and you know, just enjoy your time. Don't be too discouraged. Don't quit the game over this. That's kind of just my advice in general. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I obviously a little bit late on the news, but I'm just catching up on it right now. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. And yeah, let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next one.